Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is Diffle. So let's start with diffs. D and I on the left, just an I on the right. Could be worse. How about trick for the right side? Okay, helped both words. I want to think about this left word a little bit. Something R, maybe like AID. Does that even make sense? Not really. ADE. Grade. Okay, so if I think it's that, maybe I should look at like an IRE word for the right to try that E at the end. Seems pretty good. And then would I want to look for a G maybe? Not sure what I would do there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like combine these. Is there anything that goes IRE? Not seeing something. We start with R. See, the thing is, I can't think what would go between that R and I. We could maybe R. If I did RAI, I feel like I wouldn't be ending in E. Maybe I'll just do rainy and go from there. Ooh, helpful. Okay. Huh. RAI is getting reinforced, actually. It would force us to end with D, though. I don't see a word for that. What's the right word? R something IN. Ooh. What does that? Rhino? Nice. I feel like rhino is like the only thing that was left that would do that. Could be wrong, though. REI maybe could have done something. Anyway, on the left here, what are we doing? Irate. It didn't accept it. I don't think it'd be right. Let's just go from there, I guess. Okay, it doesn't start with I. I mean, it's basically forcing RA something to, yeah, it's forcing RAID. What is it? Braid. Okay. Oh, braiding the rhino? Nice. Let's do Fibble. Each guess has exactly one lie in the coloring. Normally I'd bring in one of those E's, but it might be hard to come up with a word that does that. So I might just omit the M instead. What would I do? Can I omit nothing? Just do like a TH, something like this. Is there anything like that? Nothing's coming to mind. Oh, thrum. Thrum comes to mind. Perfect. We caught two lies. So there are two lies exactly on the board right now. There's one lie in theme, one lie in thrum. But also there's two lies because there's a lie between these two T's that disagree, and there's a lie between these M's that disagree. So that's where the two lies are. We can't have more lies in any of these other letters. So these are all true. I'm thinking that, ooh, what am I thinking actually? Could it be another TH something, oops, TH something M word? Is there anything else I can do there? Thrum felt pretty unique, but because I can't do THR anymore. So what am I doing to span that gap? The answer coming to my head is nothing. We're doing nothing to span that gap. The other thing we learned is that there is a T in the word. We don't know if it's first, but it's in the word because I can't have both of these lying because they'd both have to be gray, and then these M's disagree, right? So there is a T in the word. There does not have to be an M in the word. We're kind of running out of places to put the M. So let's say this M is the lie, and this T is the lie. We just have a T somewhere. So we're something H, and then we have a T somewhere. It could be SH, WH. Let's look at SH. We could just even do something like shoot. I think that's not a bad guess. Okay, so the S is certainly not lying, because if the S was lying, then like the only option would be for it to be yellow, and it would be OHOST, which is not a word. Now I'm thinking one of these two O's is lying. It would have to be the second O lying, right? Probably. We know this is true. So I'm thinking H, we know there's a T in the word. So if the T was lying, it would be yellow, and then we wouldn't have a word to do. So something H, O, something T. The S is telling the truth. It's gray. So that's what I want to, the reason I mentioned is that's what I'd want to put between that O and T. Be CHO something T. I'm just not seeing what to do there. Could be WH. The problem is what goes between that O and T, not what goes first. WT? Not seeing that. PT? Is chopped a word? No. Okay. Maybe some weird British spelling. I don't know. You never know what the British are doing. Choked? No, I don't think that's a word. Chopped. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if this O was lying, we'd be choot. Oh, maybe we're woot. Okay, all right. Well, what's going on here? This H comes down. Ooh, we have a disagreement between these T's. And like within this set of double O's, we have a disagreement about how many O's there are. So there's no W. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Oh, is it photo? It's photo. That's why I'm so confused. Wow. Okay, it took me a second. That was a mind bender. All right, how'd you do? All right, let's do Betweenle. Let's start with mouse. Okay, so what this orange dot is telling us in these numbers is that we're if you were to take all the 5-letter words in the dictionary and you kept them in alphabetical order in like a book, right? Or just a list. This orange dot is saying that the answer is a little bit closer to mouse. Just a smidge closer to mouse than it is to the start of the list. But we're between the start and mouse. So we need to do like kind of a halfway split, but actually between A and M, we're very front loaded. There's a lot of A, B, C, D words, not so many like J, K words. So I almost want to split the difference almost entirely in half and like start with F here. Let's try final just to, really, when I'm at this stage, is whatever first word comes to mind. Okay, so I went a little bit too far, but not that much farther because this orange dot is within 4.2% of final. So we maybe start with G then. Let's start a word with like an early G, like GA, if I can. What's a good GA word? Galley? Don't know why that was the first that came to mind, but there we are. All right, so I didn't go far enough. So let's do a later G word, like GR, like grant. Okay, now I went too far. So we're closer to galley than grant. We definitely start with G. There's no choice. And then the next letter is between A and R. Closer to A, but not by much. I'm going to try giant. That kind of splits the difference. Ooh, we are extremely close to giant. Now, I think that means we're something like ghost. Yes, nice. Because there really wasn't anything before giant going GI, right? So ghost made a lot of sense. Going one step down to GH. Sweet. Well, how'd you do? All right, let's play Diffle. It works kind of like Wordle. The clues are a little bit different because the word can be any length, and it's not telling us what the length is. So what should we start with? I'm going to start with a long word, like machined. Let's go from there. All right, so what these green I and E are telling me, well, first of all, the grays are telling me those aren't in the word at all. The I and E are telling me that there is an I in the word and there's an E in the word, and they go in that order in some way. So wherever the I is in the word, the E's after it, or at least there is an E after it. Now, we don't know if the I or the E start or end the word because we didn't try starting or ending the word with them. So I'm going to try ending the word with E and see if it's the last letter of the word. So what should I guess here? How about tribe? Ooh, well, that didn't give me the info I was hoping, but that's quite nice. So this little solid border on the left, you know, notice that's not rounded. That's telling me that, yes, we do start with T, and then these are connected. Notice there's no space in between them, meaning we actually start with TRI. So we're TRI, and then there's an E somewhere, some number of letters, including 0, could be the number of letters, some number of letters in E, and then some letters after it. I'm going to just do tries. I don't know if that would be an answer, but let's just give it a try. Okay, so notice these are not connected. So we actually need to put a letter between the I and the E. So what are we going to do here? Something like trigger could work. Ooh, trigger does work because it was the answer. Nice. All right, not bad. Hashtag no yellows. You can get yellows. What yellow just means is you put them in the wrong order. So you're supposed to like put that somewhere else in the word, not like around where the greens are. It's a little bit confusing, but you get used to it. Anyway, how'd you do? All right, let's do polygonal. We have an 8-letter word today, and we have these two repeating and these two repeating. So the same letter goes in these two slots, and the same letter goes in these two slots, but otherwise we have unique letters. So if I did ing, oh wait, no, these repeat as well. Ooh, that's a lot of repeating. I don't like that GN at all. I didn't notice that that happened. Maybe if we end in something like, wait, what are we doing here? What if we end in S? Is that gonna help at all? Like TS. I'd want like a double E, double O. This doesn't look good at all. What am I doing here? With this many repeats, there's usually very few words that work. It can take a lot of plonking or luck to find it quickly. Let me think about some of the other things that might. I think something that might make sense is like doing pre, which then it makes us end in ER, and then double up a letter here. Something like pressier, but I guess not that. Dressier. Ooh, it accepted that. Nice. Okay. IER is correct. That's actually really helpful. So I think there's going to be a few words that follow this pattern. Now we can't do preppier because this is not the same letter as the orange square, right? Is there something other than preppier though? Is there like, I don't see something. What else could repeat here? L? Honestly, don't see that. I see smellier, but that wouldn't work here. F? F doesn't work well in this case. M? Or N? Why don't any of these look good? Oh, how about T? Prettier. Nice, it was prettier. Okay, I got that in too. Actually, I was convinced. Yeah, there were only 4. Prettier was the only common word. The things I could have guessed: dreggier, dressier, which I did, and greffier. So they're all IER words. Not too surprised about that, to be honest. I'm pretty happy that I got that with having to do a filler. All right, let's do the mini. See if we can do just as well on the mini. So these two repeat, and that's it. What do I want to do for this one? Oh, chalk. That sounds pretty fun. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. We don't want to have fun here. Trait? Is that even a word? I like R here. I can get bribe. Ooh, I like bribe actually. Okay, I no longer like any of that. ST, stash, stat. I can't do stash. Well, I could, but the H is gray. Is there not anything else that can go there? How about spasm? That's fun. Ooh, it was the answer. Wow. Spasm from nowhere. You know what? I think I usually start with stash, and that would have been extremely helpful, but I couldn't think of it. Stash would have been a great start, though. All right, lots of options. How'd you do? All right, let's do Symble. Start with Blaze. I don't think we end in ZE, so these are probably the yellows. We could start with BLA, to be honest, but I'm thinking of guessing tonal here. It's just a good word, and then the AL end up over here, which is nice. Interesting result. Well, blue is certainly not green. I think yellow is yellow. We just got to think about this a little bit. So this middle letter is something new in tonal, T-O or N. Not the N, T or O. So let's fill the vowel in until we figure out what's going on over here. The fourth one is something I omitted. It was in Blaze, but not tonal. So maybe like not the L. Maybe I want to do T then, so I can do T-E. And then this last letter, oh, this last letter has to be the A. Because it has to be something I used in both Blaze and tonal. And it's not the L, so it's got to be the A. Okay, now I'm not sure what I want to do here in terms of the other letters. If I use the E, then TEA is certainly it, not OEA. Is there a TEA word? Nothing comes to immediate mind. Maybe I would want to do like OBA in that case. I mean, Cobra, but Cobra doesn't work. OBA is weird. It's not going to be an L. It's not going to be an A. It's actually not a Z, as much as I want it to be. So my only option is E or B in that fourth spot. My options for the third spot are T or O only. Huh. So we're either OBA or TEA. Neither of which seem to have words. It's not in my head. Is there any other explanation? I don't see how there is. Like, could blue be yellow? Let's think about it. Could blue be yellow? In that case, I need to start with LA or AL for sure. This third letter would be from Blaze that I did not include. So a B or it could be the E. We could do like ALE or something. Then the fourth letter would be something new in tonal. So like, ooh, is it just labor? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that was kind of forced. That was tough, but yeah, that worked out well. Cool. Well, let's move on. Let's do Fusele. So let's start with, it won't let me start with labor. No A or E. Let's do shrug. Literally nothing from shrug. Okay. What do I want to do here? What are like the most important letters to get? Like the EA probably at this point. Just anything that can do EA. Preferably something that might be the answer, just in case I get lucky. Dealt. Why not? Okay, so there is an E in the word. Here I have to guess anything but a real word. So I am going to test E at the end. I don't think I want to spam E here. But what are the important letters? T, N, L. Let's put the L second where it likes to be. Let's put the N by the E. Maybe another vowel, I or O. I can always get the vowels later, though. What's another good consonant to get? The C, maybe? Yeah, that worked out pretty well. So here I'm forced to use an A in that first spot. Wonderful. But what's our answer? T. Oh, interesting. So it's not TC, so it ends in CE. So it's T something something CE. Wait, what does that? T something something CE. And that's forced. We're not doing TC. It would help if I could put a T there, but I'm doing my best to visualize here. Like, what's going between, like, I'm assuming we're doing like TO or something, right? Or TI. But then what's going between that vowel and the CE? Honestly, not sure. Maybe I should just get some info here. So we're forced to do a filler anyway. So starting with A, what should I do? Like am. I'd like to get the other vowels at this point. At least one of them. Not easy. How about admit? Why not? There's an I. Okay, so we're T, maybe an I, and then CE. Oh, it's twice. Ooh, that's tough. TW. Okay. Nice. All right, let's play Don't Wordle. It's thinking of a secret word. We are trying to avoid guessing it. So I'm going to start with kayak. All right, when there's an A like that, we follow up with pizzazz. Okay, A's in the middle, not surprising. I feel like this is a repeat of yesterday. What should I do for this guess? I don't remember what I did yesterday, but it worked out. So we'll come up with something new. I think clack is what I did. Ooh, okay, so starts with C. Let's figure out what the word is, but I might have to start undoing. It could be chasm. That would be fun. Could be CRA. Can't be crazy. Can't be crank. Can't repeat the C. I wonder if I can just avoid, like undo and avoid the C. I would like to know what other letters to avoid, though. What if I guess something like craws? I don't know if I want to use the S this early, though. There's chart as well. Is there like a CEA word I could guess? It doesn't look very good, does it? There's a bunch of these. Crave, crane, crate. If it's one of those, that might actually be useful. Let's try some like weird words that might be words that follow this pattern. Crame. Okay. All right, so it's not CR. So we just eliminated a bunch of those, unfortunately. It also doesn't end in E. So CHA, it's not chasm anymore either. It's not chart anymore. Wow, I got rid of a bunch. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have done that so early. I kind of want to know what the word is. Chant, maybe? I could guess chaff. I mean, I think that might be an answer. But I think it's my best bet. Of course. Of course. 19 words left, and I went for the one that was the answer. I could have guessed something like one of these words with S at the end, but I took the gamble on chaff, because if it wasn't the answer, then it would be 2 gray Fs, which is amazing. But oh well, that's how it goes. And those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.